There is a reason why we are the community college. I see it as we are here and we do exist to serve our community. And part of our community will be the high school students. Well, we are here to serve them too. When they come to MCC, for example, every semester I get anywhere between 15 to 20 high school students in my classes. And when they participate in the classroom, the atmosphere of our classes becomes different because, again, you have the traditional students and in some cases non-traditional students in the classes, but now you are adding the high school students to this mix. So the interaction in the classroom becomes different. I would say even the communication becomes different. The learning, which is very important, and that's what we do in a classroom, the learning becomes totally different because now everybody is experiencing something that most probably they will not be aware of if we are not offering also our classes to the high school students. So that's definitely a positive experience too.
I had the opportunity to be an administrator at multiple levels in different districts and in different states, and been able to see how different areas leverage post-secondary opportunities for students. And I think here in Muscatine, we just have a tremendous opportunity for our kids, and different than I've had the opportunity in the past with having the community college right here and accessible to students, and the amount of students that are able to take those opportunities is significantly different than what I've seen in different communities. So, we have kids that are coming to MCC every day for a variety of opportunities. They could be for taking college level courses in all kinds of content areas, from the sciences, math, statistics, all of those, and then also career readiness. So it's both of those pieces, which really is the greatest benefit to our kids, because ultimately what we're trying to do is prepare them for the world of work, whatever that is for them. So whether that is out of high school right into a career opportunity, or whether it's into an apprenticeship or a trades program, or moving into post-secondary, for a 2 or 4 year degree, they have the opportunities here in Muscatine to really get all of that started before they leave high school.
First of all, I would like to say about the academy. I really, really like the idea of the academy for that reason. And that reason is that we are taking them from that atmosphere that they got used to every day, going to the high school, seeing their friends, perhaps maybe sitting at the cafeteria, having lunch together and talking, and bringing them into a different environment. But it's also an environment that they're going to learn a lot from, because now they're interacting with different people. Now they're interacting, for example, with different instructors. Now they are sitting in a classroom and they are seeing students around them that might not be the same students that they see on a daily basis at the high school. So everybody will benefit from that, and that will start shaping, I will say, their personality for the future. In the future, because again, it is important to start getting that kind of feeling that they are independent, they are doing something different, even though they are still at the high school. And that, I think, that by itself will add a lot to their success story as they finish their education moving forward.
And I have three daughters, and one graduated in 2020 in Minnesota, and Ella, my middle daughter, graduated this year from Muscatine Community High School. And so their experiences are very different. And Briley, my oldest daughter, I think was very prepared for college, but didn't have the same opportunities that Ella has had. And so, you know, that experience is going to be very different. And one of the things that Ella will have the advantage of is, as she starts this fall at the University of Iowa, she's pulling in 54 credits, college credits, into the University of Iowa. An associate's degree is 60 credits. So she's 2 credits or 2 courses really shy of that. And that's phenomenal, right? So that even if, you know, whatever happens, she's got a lot of those general requirements out of the way, she can really begin to focus on what she's passionate about and the direction that she wants to go. And again, that's something that, although my oldest daughter, Briley, came out of an outstanding high school, one of the best in Minnesota, they didn't have that connection to a community college that put her in that same kind of position. And now I'm watching my youngest daughter, who will be a junior. She's leveraging the MCC courses. She's leveraging work-based learning opportunities that connect to the career pathway that she wants to go locally here in the community, and setting up her pathway for success.
What really motivated me into choosing to do all these courses and classes was that I'm getting a head start on everything, so I'm saving myself time, and I know that it just gets me started on my career faster, and so I can get to life faster than others, so yeah.
Would you tell us a little bit about the college credits you've earned and what you're intending to do with those college credits here in the
So
next year?
I did the Health Academy, and I took some prerequisites. So with John DeBee, I took stats and macroeconomics. And so, yeah, I am planning to go to University of Iowa and studying genetics, and I have a pretty good start on that. It's anything is possible, and I think taking these courses, it showed me that you can excel really fast. That you get what you put into it. So the more you put work into it, the faster you'll get there, and it shows. So. I have a lot of stories. I do. John DeVee's class, it was very interesting. I felt like I was more just hanging out with some good friends and just having fun, but also you're learning. So another recommendation is take a John DeBee class. You'll laugh a lot and you'll have fun. And you know, the other story, I guess, that I remember is doing dissection with John Green and human anatomy, and I don't know if he teaches still, but I was in his class and we dissected, and I took home a sheep heart and showed my mom and threw it away.
One of the stories that I would like to share with everybody, I mean, here I go to my classes and I see what I call a smiley face in front of me. And you know, I didn't really know Ella before. I started to talk to her. I started to joke. And this is my way of introducing myself to my students, usually whether they are our students or the high school students. And I noticed right away that Ella became, I would say, a friend. I don't want to say a student with me because of the way she interacted back with me. She made me feel that definitely she belonged to the classroom. She made me feel that there will be some challenges throughout the semester, because I noticed that from day one that she came to classes with very strong leadership, what I will call characteristics, in a sense that throughout the semester I started to notice even other students, whether high school students or even our students, our native students as MCC, started to talk to her, discuss things with her, especially when they work on a project together. I noticed that way more, like how they are interacting with each other and getting of her opinion on different things and so on. So yes, you know, our high school students, I will say, brings a lot to our classroom here at MCC. Like Ella and other students, I mean, they add a lot to the discussion as we are going. Well, the biggest advice that I can give to anyone is, number one, is invest in your education, because anyone can lose anything except their education. Because once you get your education, I mean, you are set for life. And so investing in your education is a must for me, as someone that grew up in a family that we always valued education, and so on. Well, I'm telling my kids, I have twin boys that will be freshmen this year now at the high school. I'm saying that you got a great opportunity as you reach the junior and senior years, that you need to start thinking about taking classes, because again, you are saving yourself time, you are saving yourself money, you are also you will be introduced to an environment that is, relatively speaking, different than the environment that you will be used to at the high school. So as I mentioned before, like Ella took, 54 or finished 54 credit hours throughout her years at the high school. That's a great investment for her, because she saved herself 2 years. She saved herself a lot of money. So that is extremely important, that every student should take and participate in an opportunity like that. And for me, I think when it comes to education, opportunities are limitless. I mean, you can do whatever you can with education. So that will be very important. Yeah, you see, we are who we are because of what we do on a daily basis. I'm honored and also very humbled to be well involved in the community, from school board, serving on school board and serving our school district, to being part of the MCC family, to also being part of the Muscatine family, as in a big picture. We live in Muscatine. My family lives in Muscatine. We chose the place. And I want to do everything possible to make this place a unique place. Part of it for me, for my family, for my kids, but also for our bigger family, the community. So I always tell people, it's important to participate, to help, to encourage others to be involved, to volunteer some hours, to help others, because at the end, all of us will enjoy and celebrate those success stories and success moments that each one of us added to what we have as a community. Again, I am always proud, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm in education, because my success is basically tied to my students' success. For example, when I see Ella getting her bachelor degree, that's a big success for me as a person. When I see other students are getting their degrees, finishing their education, that's a big success for us. We those of us who are in education, sometimes feel that, we get up in the morning to share our knowledge, to share our experience, to share also our stories with our students. And what can be more fun and what can be more valuable than sharing us with our students and sharing our experience. So that's why I think it's we as a community needs to continue to work together, and I think the school district is doing an excellent job of setting our students on the right path towards getting those classes, challenging them with the upper level courses and so on, so that they can definitely redefine their role in our society as a result of that. But also, we as a college here, as MCC, we are again serving our community by making things like that available for them, creating this opportunity for them, so that our, what I call our future leaders, will have that opportunity at a very early age to start experiencing other things besides just going to the traditional classroom in a school again, and have more challenging opportunities as we offer those classes to them.
Last thing, do you have any closing comments or a story you want to share?
Well, yeah, I would like to share maybe, first of all, I would like to thank everybody for the opportunity. Again, when I moved here to Muscatine, Iowa 28 years ago, I thought it will be 1 to 2 years, and then I will move somewhere else. So 28 years later, I'm here. So that tells something. Tells that we are a community that we welcome everybody. That we are a community that provides everyone with whatever opportunities and whatever we like to achieve and make it available for everybody. In terms of Ella and other students that I get in my classrooms, I tell them always that, you know, and I like to stress that fact that let the sky be your limit, because you can do a lot, you can achieve a lot as far as you have that determination. And being connected to a college like MCC that we are very proud to have here in our community, we definitely are in good hands as a community, because part of our job is to continue to offer opportunities to the high school students who are going to be our future leaders, and everybody else in our community. So, and at the same time, in addition to what I just said, you know, the vision of our superintendent also coming to Muscatine from different state, from different school system, and insisting on providing the students at the high school with this particular opportunities and experience and college course and so on, is also something to be proud of.
You know, challenging moments are kind of, you know, time management. I think it's hard, I mean, but they understand that you're taking so many courses, so I think that has helped me. And but yeah, time management is the biggest challenge, and what motivated, or what's memorable to me is, you know, just John DeBeat's class, obviously, but I don't know, I've met some really great people through my classes, and I think if you take it online, I feel like that defeats the interaction, and I encourage students to maybe even take a face-to-face class, because it puts you in a different setting and shows you different skills.
So there are so many resources and opportunities at the high school to help start guiding that pathway for students, and that starts as early as in junior high. As we look at different career exploration and career interest surveys and college or visits and into local businesses, and that transitions as they get to high school, as they work with our counselors and start looking at, you know, what is their trajectory. And we have a work-based learning coordinator at the high school who provides opportunities for students to do job shadows, mentoring, internships, apprenticeships across the community in all kinds of businesses. And one of the really great advantages of having a person dedicated to that is, for an individual student, they can say, you know, I'm really interested in this career pathway. And then we have that staff member reaching out to businesses in the community that offer that and saying, hey, we have a student here that's interested, can they do that? And again, because of the great community that Muscatine is, our business community is saying, yes, we'd love to help support that. We have career counselors, we have counselors dedicated to that kind of high school MCC pathway and getting them set up. What courses do you need to take at the high school? What should you be looking at MCC? Helping fill out FAFSA forms. And so if you're a first generation potential college student, or you know that was kind of a path that your family has said, you know, we know you're going to college, it doesn't matter. They're there to help support. And also, again, to get some of those work experiences to identify not only what you want to do, but also some advantages if you're going into a four-year pathway. You've got some work experiences that can help you work your way through school while you're doing it.
Both sides, the high school and the community college, both understand that you're taking many courses, many classes. So it's very, I mean, if you communicate and if you say, hey, like this is a lot, like they will understand. So I think the best support is that they know you're doing a lot, but you know, they're there to help you along the way. And if you don't want to take even if you don't want to go to the campus itself, there are concurrent enrollments, and that helped me a lot, and I love doing that too. I had Guerra for Comp 1 and 2, and I think honestly, if I had any other teacher, I wouldn't have learned as much as I should and pushed myself. And I think even the high school teachers who learn how to do concurrent enrollments, they know what they're doing. And I also would encourage you to take some of those because it saves you time, it gives you credit, but also you can stay in the high school for the day. Push yourself and challenge yourself and try new things because it's ultimately your life and what you want to do. And I think community college classes, and whether that's concurrent or whether that's on campus, is getting you a head start, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So I definitely encourage everyone to at least try it.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
To juggle all the courses and all the classes, I would say like just put a time to just do it. I mean, it doesn't, times matter, you know, depends on the person, but just definitely pick a time when you want to tackle all your work, otherwise it's just going to keep adding up. And I think it's hard, sometimes it gets hard because you have high school classes and college classes to juggle. So just putting time to get all those done is, don't procrastinate. I've done that and that's not good, so just don't do it. The sophomores, like even if any student, just take like one class and see how you feel about it. It doesn't need to be all these classes, like take a few at a time, and like either way you're still getting credits out of the way, and the more the merrier. So once you see the feel of like 1 or 2 classes, you'll get into the hang of it and you can add more onto your plate. The best advice I could give is just do it, because I think that in high school you're taking it to get just to graduate, and I think MCC is more for you and what you want to do. And so I think it made me feel like more independent and finding myself, I guess, because I'm taking classes that I actually want to take and not that I have to take necessarily.